In this section, we'll now extend our order process with some process variables that will be used to store data required for the task parameters. This is the data that's going to be passed between the tasks and can be used for the software implementation, but we can also use it for the testing. So let's create some. The obvious process variable that we need to create for this type of process would be order ID with the type of numeric. So this will be the variable that's going to be passed between the tasks and used for each task execution. The next one we'll call approved. So this is the one that we're going to use for the approval of the order. So when the finance manager approves or doesn't approve the order, this variable is going to be set to a certain value and the decisions within the process will be made based on that value. So for the enter order, in real life we can expect when the salesperson enters the order details, the order ID is going to be set and used for the whole process instance. And the direction of this variable is going to be set to out because the value is going to be coming out of this particular task. Approve order task will receive this order ID, so we're going to set the direction as an int. In real life, the finance manager will receive the order ID and start the software application where he can actually view the order details and then make a decision to approve it or not approve it. And that's going to be our second process variable used as a parameter, and it's coming out of this particular task. We can use this approve process variable in a condition. The logical way to use it in a condition would be if the order is approved, the process will go one way, or if it's not approved, it will go the other way. Let's just rearrange the icons a bit for better visibility. We're going to say if it hasn't been approved, we'll abort, or if it has been approved, we'll carry on to the shipping order task. Now we'll define the condition using the condition expression tool. We'll set the variable approved equals true, which basically means if the finance manager has approved the order, the condition is true. If it hasn't approved the order, the condition is false. And for ship order, warehouse operator, again, we'll need the order ID to know exactly which goods to ship. At this point, we'll do the consistency check again. We can see there are no errors in the consistency check report screen, which basically means our process is ready for deployment. We'll save the process at this point. Now we'll go to our users' task consoles and execute the process again to see the results of this change. Here are the familiar task consoles for the users Boris, Dave and Jim, belonging to sales, finance and warehouse departments respectively. So we'll repeat the process, but this time we'll start a couple of instances. So first we'll create a first process instance with the order ID of 1, then we'll create another one with the order ID set to 2. So we can see that the Dave has received both of them. If you look at the input data closely, we can see the order ID is 1 and order ID is 2. So let's allow Dave to approve order 1, but at the same time he's not going to approve the order 2. So we can see that the process with the order ID set to 1 has arrived to Jim's to-do list, and Jim can now actually view the details and execute the task. But the process with the order ID of 2 has never arrived to Jim's task console because that order has never been approved. The work engine handled the condition and aborted the process at that point.